Hey guys, it's Mandy. I wanted to give you my review of David Gray last night. It was freaking the shiznit. I have no idea how long this is going to run because usually this is the first review that I've done on video. Usually I blog my review. So yeah, I'm like really excited because you'll actually like when I type my reviews up, I have like so much exclamation points and like so much stuff in caps that like I sometimes I just don't think you guys feel my excitement. I'm gonna post this video on my blog too, so we'll see how this works. Whether you guys like the video or me typing it out better. But I'm like, first of all, it was freaking the shiznit. I know I already said that, but it was so awesome. But me and my friend Heather and Karina went, and my friend Heather drove, and we only had one incident where I saw my life flash before my eyes, and it was okay. We made it there safe in one piece. We were hot though because the air in the car was out, but that's okay. I had sprayed my hair within an inch of its life with big and sexy hairspray, so it didn't move. I had brought like my entire makeup bag in my purse so I could freshen up, so it was fine. Um, so when we got there, I met up with my friends Tina and Carrie and Eileen, which Eileen and Carrie, they came from Washington, I think, and Tina's from Kentucky. And so we met up and we were all excited. And my friend Carrie, she's like, I knew that was you as soon as you came around the corner and I saw that red hair. And she's like, I would know the top of that head anywhere. So, and it was funny because my friend Heather, when we were walking up, like they were waving, and Heather was like, are those your friends? And I didn't have my glasses on, so I really couldn't tell, they were still far away. And then I get up there and I'm like, yeah, that's them. And Heather was like, they probably knew your hair. So I get recognized for my hair a lot. So it's just because it's red and it's huge. It's big. Like, I'm like 5'9", and my hair probably adds 2 inches of height to me. So we got there and we met up with them, and I went and picked my tickets up. And we went and sat in our seats, and I seen my friend Misty while she was there too, and she was sitting right behind Tina and Eileen and Carrie. And like this RoboCop old lady who was like, I guess like a person that ushers you to your seat or whatever, she like freaking flipped because there was somebody there talking to them, I guess that they knew, and she's like, where are your guys' seats? Where are you guys at? Let me see your tickets. And I'm like, for real, the show hasn't even started. They're not allowed to like talk to each other and take a picture. So I was like scared to even like go talk to them and get a picture because I didn't get to get a picture with Carrie, and I didn't get to get a picture with Tina again. Tina, that we've got to make that happen the next time. Let me show you this stuff. When I got there, Carrie and Eileen have presents. So look at this. It's a bumper sticker. Let me see. Isn't that so cute? I love it. And then this is a little lollipop, and it says, you can't see it very good because of the glare, but it says Team Grayheads. Like the lollipop from Ain't No Love. You need to listen to that song. I'll probably put a link in this video so you can listen to Ain't No Love where he talks about lollipops. Yum. I can't eat this though because I don't know how many points it is, but it's cute. It's like a good keepsake. Okay, and so then we go in there, and like it was at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. And for reals, I've never been to the Grand Ole Opry, but that place was little. I had no idea how little it was. And the seats are pews, okay? And so our seats were really little. There was only like 4 of us. And so we were on the front row on the right in the corner, and that stage was so a little. It was so little in there. The stage was so little. I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to have a heart attack because he's going to be so freaking close. And I mean, when I seen him in Louisville, we were really close too because we had front row pit. And like literally, I could lay my hands on the stage and like, just like look at him like this, like, oh, you're so dreamy. That's how I was looking at him when I seen him in Louisville. So, we weren't that close to the stage. Like I could get up and touch it, but from my seat, I couldn't touch it. And so we took pictures, and I talked with Misty for a little bit. Like everybody after old lady RoboCop came, we were like scared to like move because we're like, where's that old lady at? Where's that old lady at? Because we're going to get in trouble. She's going to yell at us. And the security guard that was actually sitting by us, he like didn't even care. Like they said no video, and like everybody was taking video, but I wish I would have taken video, but I was too busy just like in the zone watching David Gray and listening and taking pictures. And I took like over 200 pictures. So I said it in my weigh-in vlog, but I'm going to put my personal Facebook page address down here, and if you want to be friends with me, you totally can, because I'm going to upload all kinds of pictures. And if you just want to be friends for whatever, weight loss, I don't care. I post a little bit about weight loss on there too, not that much. I post a lot of music videos. Beware. Where was I? Got so distracted. So Lisa O'Neill was the opening act, and she was like so adorable and quirky, and she just sang the cutest songs. And she sang this song about a coffee shop that she used to work at, and she wrote it about one of the customers, and like she called the customer a cow or something. Cutest song ever. I loved it. I loved like most of her songs. She sang like 5 or 6. I think she sang for maybe half an hour. And she's Irish. And David Gray came out and introduced her, and he said that he heard about her music on the internet and invited her to come with him. And I'm like, that's freaking awesome. Can you imagine just like David Gray being like, hello, I saw you on YouTube. You're pretty awesome. Would you like to tour with me? Awesome, whatever. So me and Heather, we went and got her CDs, and this is a CD, and she autographed it. We got to meet her, and she autographed it. See, to Mandy. What does that word say? Can anybody? Where the hell is my finger? Right there. What is that? I don't know what that says. It says to Mandy, something something. I don't know what that says, and that's her name, Lisa O'Neill. She was so cute and quirky. But the song about the coffee shop, you totally need to ask Tiffany about the time that she worked at the coffee shop and what she did to people, because it's hilarious when they would ask for a skinny latte. I don't know if I should tell you that, but it's hilarious. You should ask her to tell her about her time working at the coffee shop. Okay, on to David Gray, because it's already almost 7 minutes, and if it gets close to 15, it's gonna be too long. But yeah. Anyway, so he came out and he started with Foundling, and like he plays at 2 pianos, right? So there was one piano that was facing away from us, and then there was one piano that was kind of catty cornered, turned to me and Heather, where we were sitting in the front row on the side. So he came out and he played at that little bitty ass piano, and when he sat down at the piano, I was like in perfect line with him, like eyesight, like this is him. He was like playing Foundling, which is an amazing song, and he was looking at me. Like, I was so nervous because, I mean, like, whenever he would look up, I'm sitting right there, okay? I'm a big fat girl with red hair. I'm sitting right there, you know? And he looked at me a couple of times when he was singing, and it made me so nervous. Like, I was scared to take pictures. I was scared to smile, because when I smiled, I could feel my face twitching. Because I'm like, oh my God, David Gray is right there, and he's looking at me. You know, it was like insane, but it was so awesome. And so I have a few little highlights written down that I'll talk to you about. And that one was Foundling, like when he was looking at me, when he played at that little piano. And he only played at that little piano twice. He sang Foundling, and he sang my all-time favorite song, which I told you guys was the one I love, freaking about, had a heart attack. He sat down at that little piano, and he was like right in front of me. Like, it was almost like he was singing it to me. And I told Heather, I'm like, psh, he's singing this song to me. You just need to back up, okay? Yeah. It was so awesome. And I have one picture where it looks like he is looking right at me, but I haven't put it on the computer yet, so I don't know if it's blurry or, but from there, I know he was looking at me a couple of times, and I was trying to get a picture of it, but I was nervous too, because I'm like, I don't want him to be like, oh my God, freaking paparazzi in the front row. I didn't want that. So that was awesome when he sang the one I love, and it was like, boom, like looking right there. Oh, I could have died right there in that little pew in the Grand Ole Opry. Okay, the other one was Lately. He sang Lately, and like at the end, he did it a little bit different, and I don't know if it was like improvising or what, because it sounds a little bit different every time he does it. And he was talking about, let's just leave and go to the ocean. And then he's like, something like, let's listen to the ocean, or what is the ocean saying, or something. And then in the mic, he's like, shh. I was like, oh my God. Like my heart was going, gong, gong, like in Dirty Dancing, Yeah, I was like, oh my God. And he went, shh, like 3 or 4 times. It was wonderful. And then at the end, like, what else did he do? The one song that he didn't do that I really wanted to hear was Davy Jones, Walker. Really wanted to hear that song, and he didn't do that one. He did tell like some really funny stories, and like for people that think like he's really a serious musician, he is, but he has like a wicked sense of humor. Like, I was freaking cracking up. Like, there was this guy that kept screaming, hell yeah. And he was like, yeah, he's like, we pay him $50 to say that like every 4 or 5 songs. And then after that, the guy was like, hell yeah, all the time. And like David was even just laughing. I mean, it was so funny. And then there was this one guy after he did Shine, and he did, oh, what did he do? I can't remember the other one he did for his solo when it was just him and the guitar. He did Shine and something else. I can't remember, guys. I'm sorry. But then after he did that, some guy was like, sorry, I'm going to say the F word. He's like, that was fucking awesome. And then, like, he just cracked up because then he started, like, making fun of the dude because he was like, he's like, now, Matthew, really? How was it? And then he's like, it was fucking awesome. And he's like, no, Matthew, really? How was it? And then he's like, like talking about this guy just exploding with excitement. And, it was so funny. And then he told the story about, crap, I can't remember what song it was for. I think it was for When the Flame Turned Blue. And he was telling the story about how their bus driver wanted to bring this chick on the bus, and they lived on the bus, and they're like, you can't bring this girl on the bus that you just met last night. And so the guy like tricked him and like stole the bus from him. He just like took off with their tour bus that had all their stuff in it where they lived. And so then they had to like go to the cops and all this other stuff, and that was just a really cute story. And then somebody shouted like free bird, and he's like, free bird. And then he started laughing, and he's like, he sat on the floor, and he was like head banging, and he's like, that's what I imagine people doing, sitting on the floor like this. And then he was talking about like how all his friends when he was young, liked to listen to Leonard Skinner and Freebird. And he's like, can't we listen to something else? Can't believe, it's so amazing. Like, he has the greatest sense of humor. And you could tell like just the entire band had so much fun. And Lisa O'Neill came out and sang Kathleen. Awesome. I love Kathleen. Love Kathleen. And she came out and sang it, and it just sounded so good. And then they did Babylon, and everything is like mellowed down. It's like a little intimate performance. They're all sitting down. Robbie was cracking me up playing that bass, though. I mean, he really gets into it. He just gets into the zone, and he closes his eyes, and I mean, he just gets it with that bass. Me and my friend Heather were like cracking up. And then Misty, she said something when the show was over, and she was talking about Robbie playing the bass, and she's like, man, she's like, he was tearing it up. And my friend Heather was like, yeah. She's like, as long as he don't break it off. It was so funny. I mean, he was getting it. And what else? Oh, during Sail Away, like when I seen Sail Away in Nashville the last time, it was like, he had the bigger band and it was louder and all that other good stuff. But he was like, towards the end, when he's like, sail away with me, honey, he was like, give me a C, and everybody's like, whoo, whoo, whoo. And I mean, I will link that video here because that is amazing, because he's like, give me a C, and then like everybody like put their arms up, and you can see it in that video. It's amazing. I love it. I'm somewhere in that crowd. I couldn't point myself out, but I'm somewhere in there. And so when he sang Sail Away, Tina was sitting behind me, and she's like, Mandy, give me a C. And we were both like, whoo, 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 like windshield wipers. It's awesome. I'm already running out of time, and I haven't even told you everything I wanted to tell you. But, oh my gosh, it was so freaking wonderful. But when he first came out, and like, I was like, oh my God, I made eye contact with David Gray. OMG. And then when he sang The One I Love, I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, one more time, oh my God. So, I have my David Gray shirt on. I don't think you can really see. Let me see if I can move this down. See, that's David Gray. Oh, come on. There we go. See him? Yeah. Freaking amazing. Oh, yeah. No, I showed you everything. Yeah, I showed you guys everything that I want to show you. So, yeah. I've got tons of pictures. You're more than welcome to friend me on Facebook and look at my pictures. I don't have them up yet. I will get them up soon. I'm probably going to have to edit them because there's like a bazillion. I know I took like over 200. And I know there's like so much more I want to tell you guys. And if there is, I'm going to link this to my personal blog too. So if I think of anything else, I'll write it in the blog, and you can read it there. So if you made it this far and listened to me ramble about this review and like squee at you, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I had such a wonderful time. So if you guys ever want to see an amazing singer-songwriter who sounds as good live as he does on his CDs, go see David Gray. So I'll see you guys next time.